Okay. Check. The DJ Booth Radio Show is here. My man, you starting out groovy today, Utena. I hear you. Man, thanks for everybody tuning in. This your man, DJ Niledge. I'm here today on a solo. I got, DJ Duke is out working with the Washington Capitals, DJing. And Queen is a little under the weather. Hopefully she gets better. And Bam is on the way. So we here. I'm going to start out by saying I had a great weekend. Shout out to For the Love of House and Nina, the party girl, and Mr. Showtime, DJ Joe Storm, DJ Jordan Pope. We were all at the Downtown Culture Arts Center this Sunday for A Day of House Part 5. It was amazing. I always give a shout out to the house community because the vibe and the energy is always on the top. Like it was great. It was also my first kind of like big stage to be on. Yeah. Kind of my first big stage to be on as a DJ, as a house DJ. So that was amazing. Man, Friday I was at the Belmont. I got to check out DJ Biscuit, DJ Jordan Pope, DJ Blue Angel, which are the young house music DJs coming up in the community. I believe Blue Angel is 17? 16? Right.
She turned 70 this year.
Okay, she's 16. And then Jordan is what, 19?
18, turns 19.
18?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have this festival that we do called the Dance and Music Festival in Silver Springs. And we were one of the first ones to book him for the festival. And at that time, he was either 15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
started DJing with Collective Minds at the age 11.
I do remember he was like 12 when I first saw him.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to introduce my guests real quick because I got some legends in the building, some living legends. We got Miss Tracy. Introduce yourself.
Hello, hi, I'm Tracy Stevens, owner of Straight Inc. LLC, and I'm also a board member of Collective Minds and fine artist, graphic artist.
All right. And I got DJ Ashmo.
Hey, it's DJ Ashmo.
What's going on, y'all?
Nothing much. Enjoying the weather.
Alrighty. Well, I talked to Tracy earlier. She's allergic to summer, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm totally allergic to
that. Is crazy.
Sorry.
I'm allergic to sun, sand, salt water, chlorine water. I'm like allergic to summer.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
no, I thought she was just saying it too. Like she's really allergic to summer. But I want to start with Tracy because I know she has a wealth of knowledge, and I know you're an artist.
Yeah.
Right. And I know when you approached me about being on the show, you was mentioning that you have clothes in Macy's.
Yeah. It's a funny thing how that happened. So I'm an artist, and for some reason, a lot of things that I go through, I kind of skip that middle step. So I've been painting since 4th grade. So my 4th grade year, I had no idea that I could paint. But I ended up painting a Christmas wreath. My teacher at that time thought it was great. Sent it into Hallmark, and it ended up being a Hallmark greeting card.
Wow.
And that was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
Then when I got to the 6th grade, I was doodling Tom and Jerry, and I was in French class. So I was kind of bored. So I was doing a comic strip, did it in French.
Okay.
And then actually got published in our school newspaper.
Okay.
Got to 9th grade, was doodling with some pastels, and Kwasi and Fume saw it. And I ended up getting so it's kind of crazy. And now after that, I sent a picture of a painting that I did to Salem Tobacco Products.
Yeah.
They actually contacted me, gave me $1,000 for that painting, put it on slide cards, gave me a party with Beanie Man.
What?
To celebrate it.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. And it's a funny story behind that. It was like I saw like an advertisement in Essence magazine saying, hey, propose your art and, you know, we'll probably put it in a calendar or something. So kind of find out Salem Tobacco Products was sponsoring this. They saw my painting. The grand prize was $1,000 in a space in Danny Simmons's, Russell Simmons' brother gallery in New York.
Okay, got you.
So after I sent it in, they contacted me and it was like, we love your painting. We want to pay you for it. So I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, you know, back in the day, I'm like, oh, I'm getting punked. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So they were talking to me and I was like in my early 20s, like maybe 21, 22.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, whatever. And then hung up the phone. Then they called me back and was like, okay, we're going to send you a box. When you get this box, put the painting inside the box, send it back to us, and we'll send you the check.
Oh, so I know you was like, this can't be real.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, okay, thanks. And then they called me again, and it was like, did you receive the box? And I did get a box, like this huge box. I'm like, yes, I did. So, okay, we'll send it back. So I had the box for like almost a month now.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, oh,
you still like, yo,
they
this
really
is crazy.
taking this joke too far.
Right.
So they called me back and it's like, well, you have less than a week to send this painting to us. Are you still interested? So I'm like, all right, okay, yeah. So 2 days before I was supposed to send this box off, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me go ahead and send the box off, see what happens. I go to the post office. Now, mind you, I'm like 22, something like that.
Yeah.
I take the box to the post office and I'm like, I want to send this off to, I forgot where. And they were like, okay, $50. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
$50?
because of the weight.
Oh my God. So I'm like passing out over $50. And then a couple of weeks later, I get the painting back. I get a box full of like these slide cards. I still have it at home. And I was like, I'm looking through it. I was like, this looks like my painting. And a check for $1,000.
Wow.
So I'm like, this fake check.
Yeah.
So I'm still not believing it.
Still not
I was
believing
like,
it.
this cannot be true. So 2 weeks after that, they was like, hey, did you get the check? I was like, yeah. Why don't you cash it?
Yeah.
I was like, I can cash the check. They was like, yeah, and we're going to invite you to the next step. So that's with the party with Beanie Man and all that, and we're supposed to show our artwork. So I took the check to the bank and it cleared. I was like, oh my God, this is true.
Yes.
So after that, I didn't represent myself well because I was young. I'd never been formally trained in artwork. So I didn't know that the framing mattered. So I did lose, but I did get the $1,000.
Right.
2 weeks later, believe it or not, I'm walking down the hallway in Security Mall with a painting in my hand. No idea, like this huge painting. It was like 5 foot and I'm like 5'4". And I hear somebody say, hey, you with the painting, come here. And I look and it was Run. It was Run from Run DMC.
Run from Run DMC.
Mall.
Whoa.
Okay.
So he was like, did you do that? I'm like, yeah. He said, I have somebody that I want you to meet. So he took me to Russell.
Russell Simmons.
And
Wow.
he actually gave me his number. I still have his number to this
Get
day. I
outta
called it the
here.
other day. I was like, this is really his number. Like, it was really, like, his number has been the same since back then. It's like 2000.
Wow.
So he was like, I really don't know much about artwork, but I really like this. So he ended up getting one of my paintings and he referred me to Danny Simmons.
Okay.
So I ended up getting it anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, this was just like mind-blowing to me.
That is mind blowing.
So
That's
after
the guru,
Yeah.
Russell Simmons.
But the crazy part about it is after that I didn't want to do artwork anymore, so I quit and started doing accounting.
What?
Yeah, so
Wow. Come on.
so
You
I
had
ended
to
up-
have a gift too.
Right.
So I ended up teaching people how to sell stock at T. Rowe Price.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
So
and-
I can pick your brain about that too.
Yeah, you could.
Oh my goodness.
When I stayed at T. Rowe Price for 5 years, and when I left, this is just 5 years. My 401k, I had like $60,000 in it within that 5 years. So I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, I don't want to be here anymore, and I ended up teaching kids art, STEM and STEAM.
Yeah.
Then after that, I started doing graphics for DPW, and I heard on the sister station 95 that Macy's had a workshop. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and go to Macy's and see how I get inside of Macy's. So I started putting my artwork. This is my artwork on clothing like 2 years ago. And I get this really long email from Macy's, 4 paragraphs, saying, hey, I know you signed up for the workshop, but yeah, you've been denied. And I was like, so why did they give me 4 paragraphs telling me how much I suck? You know? So I was like, wow, you suck, you suck, you suck. And then it was like, oh, and by the way, we're interested in your artwork on clothing, so we would love to sell you in Macy's.
Get out.
I was like, are you serious? So when I talked to the person, they was like, yeah, we're interested in your artwork, and we're also interested in your art on clothing, your artwear.
Yeah.
So right now in Westminster, California, I have this shirt, a couple other shirts, pair of yoga pants, like couple pair of yoga pants.
Okay.
And after that, you know, I'm actually flying out tonight to go visit the store. And I also got invited to be on Let's Make a Deal, Price is Right, and this new game show called 25 Words or Less.
I saw that. Let me jump on this phone line real quick. I got DJ Duke on the line. Live from Washington, D.C. What's happening, Duke?
Hey, man, hot as I don't know what, man. Just finished up the Washington Capitals, man. Actually in Baltimore today. We're over the Dome, over East Baltimore.
Okay, what time you over there?
Man, we done about 30 minutes. I'm hot, man. I'm hot. Knowledge, I need you to come save me.
Bruh, I don't know if you was just listening, but we just got blessed with this amazing story from Tracy. She just told us.
Yeah, I've been dipping in dab because, you know, I'm out here, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I hear go with tennis and stuff like that. You good, Peter?
Yeah, we had a amazing story just now. But how was the Washington Capitals thing?
I'm great. I'm actually, like I said, wrapping up now. Something we do every year here. It's like a street hockey event. So it's good looking, tired and hot. That's all I can say. Tired and hot.
Yeah, I got you.
At the same time. So what's the guy's name? I didn't catch it.
Tracy Stevens is the one that was just talking. She was explaining kind of like her pathway into getting her clothes in Macy's and becoming an artist.
Oh.
Yeah, like she went through the whole. She met Russell Simmons.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was a crazy story, and it was just off of her. I would say her vibe, her energy.
Yes, yeah.
It attracted all the greatness toward her.
Yeah, I got you. But hey, look, I'm gonna get back to it real quick. But man, like I said, I'll be there. I'll be in next week. So I'll see y'all then, man. Have a great show.
All right, Duke. Thanks for calling, man. Oh man, so DJ Ashmo, let's get to you now.
Hey,
what is going on with you? Tell us how you got into DJing. How long you been doing it?
so started in college about 4 or 5 years ago on a laptop. That's all I had.
All right.
And I didn't really take it serious. I literally got thrown into it at a party. They was like, "Can you just do it real quick?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I just learned a couple buttons and I did on virtual DJ. Mm-hmm. And then I had a whole bunch going on in my life because I was really focused on engineering. I'm a mechanical engineer too.
Okay,
like,
all right.
By day. Well, yeah. And then something just, I moved to Florida. I got a job at Lockheed Martin, which is like the top defense agency. Yeah. So I was really excited about that. Mm-hmm. But I had a child and I just felt like I needed to be back home with my family. Mm-hmm. So moved back, and then I was like, what can I do on the side that can make money that I like?
Yeah.
And I just was like, oh yeah, DJing. And I invested in like all my equipment, and I thought back, like when I was younger too, like I used to always just, people would call me the iPod, like the human iPod, always have a song for like a situation or play on words. So
yep. You always were in touch with music.
Yeah. So after that, now it's just been, I mean, once I got my equipment like a year ago maybe, or a little bit over a year ago, and now it's just been going up from there.
So you've been doing it for about a year now?
Yeah, seriously.
Taking it seriously. Oh, man. That is amazing. That's awesome. I'm a fellow engineer myself. I graduated from Morgan. Shout out to Morgan State with electrical engineering degree.
Oh, okay.
And but I chose to do otherwise. You know, I've been a barber for the past 18 years.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur at heart. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way it's got to be. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my own engineering at home, too. Because I do, like, 3D models, so.
Oh, great. Right.
I could do that right at home.
Like AutoCAD?
Yep.
And all that?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I use SolidWorks, but.
Okay.
That's, So
all my brainiacs out there, y'all know what she talking about. That's what's up. What college did you go to?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I went to UMES, University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
I got you.
And I actually had an internship at Morgan
cool.
for the Maryland Space Grant Consortium or something.
Okay, yeah. I was out, and then I did a year in Salisbury. I did my freshman year at Salisbury State. Yeah. So we used to party at UMES a little bit. Yeah.
We would come up to and party with the
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So what do you what type of equipment do you use? Or you use a controller? You use CDJs?
I have a controller.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to learn turntables. So like the what do they call the 12s or
the 1200s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to learn that.
You can.
I know. I feel like that was kind of easier for me to move around with anyway because I'm doing all different. I mean, I don't have like a set club or anything. I just do all different stuff. So
well, it's good that you started at the right place. Number one, investing in yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the number one thing because a lot of people like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they don't want to put the money into what it takes to get started. Like they say, you got to spend money to make money.
Yep.
So, but the fact that you want to learn on the turntables is great because there's so many other DJs that are like, well, I don't care about learning on the turntables, and they don't even try to do that. Because I would say, like a situation happened Sunday, the question was asked to me, did you bring your own controller or can you play on anything? And I was like, well, I can play on anything. And you just want to be, be versatile. Yeah, you want to be versatile and be able to go wherever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's your what I'm thinking of? First of all, what's your favorite genre of music?
It's definitely hip hop and R&B.
Okay. Right.
But I do like old school, like the soul music too, because I made like a Black History Month mix with like just like the funk and the soul or the R&B, all that. So
have you had any gigs at clubs and stuff yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
not
clubs?
Like huge clubs. Janos in Baltimore
I've heard of
City.
Janos. Yeah.
I did a showcase at Night Shift.
Okay.
Club. It's a strip club.
I know. I've been in Night Shift.
And
they got a nice setup in there though.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
that's what I said when I went in. I said, this is really nice.
The first time I went in there, I was like, yo, this is a perfect place to do a music video.
Really? Yeah. People was doing there was a showcase for like local artists going on there. So can't think of any other ones. I don't know the names of some other ones. It's not like major ones.
So where do you want to go, should I say, with your DJ career?
I want to, my next like step is like wanting to do weddings and stuff. Like I want to do that day. I just feel like that day is so powerful and loving and just so much going on. I really want to be a part of that day and that whole vibe. So I want to get up to there, and then eventually I want to be like an artist DJ.
Meaning
being or I will DJ for artists when they come on the stage with the whole crowd. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I can tell you that there is a need for that, because just like there are so many artists out there, they don't really understand the importance of a DJ with their music. And that's one, and that just segues me into the question that we always ask our guests: how important is the DJ, Tracy? Because I know you're part of Collective Mind, so you know all the house music DJs.
It is extremely important. Believe it or not, the DJ actually sets the tone.
Yeah.
You know, it gets the crowd hype, especially if somebody's performing, you know, as far as, because, you know, I know a lot of house music artists, and I also know some DJs that DJ for like hip hop artists, like DJ Dice. I've done some stuff for him, LS1, 50 Cent and DMX and Onyx and all of them. And they really, really, really set the tone. Like, I've been on stage, I'm not bragging or anything.
No, you're fine.
But I've been on stage when Method Man and Redman came out, and then Dice is just like pumping the crowd up, and then it's
crazy.
It's like to be on this side, because I like to be in the crowd, but to be on this side, to look out in it, it's like,
it's amazing.
Wow, you know, the same thing with the last Collective Minds at Druid Hill Park. We got a grant from BOPA, not Parks and Rec, BOPA, and literally, I think the final count was 15,000 people.
Wow.
And
I think I attended that one, the last one at Druid Hill Park.
I've grown up in Baltimore. I've gone to Druid Hill Park, I don't know, a million times it seems like. But there was so many people at Druid Hill Park that I was lost.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
And you know, with Collective Minds, it's really about the music. It's nothing but DJs. I do the cultural art side, so I also have DJs and I have Baltimore club dancers over there. But just to see people, 15,000 people come to Baltimore to hear DJs play music.
Yes.
The DJ is so important. You guys don't get enough credit. Seriously, you don't. Because you set the tone, and then like sometimes when you don't have anything to say, because you know I've been on stage, I'm like, say something. I was like, there's the DJ, you know, and I just leave. You know, you guys are so important.
Ashmo,
like,
what you
seriously.
think? What you think? How important is the DJ?
Man, I feel like it's so important. I do need to get better with the mic though, but we do set the whole vibe, like we're the whole tone, and like people kind of look to you like, all right, so what's going on here? All right, what we doing? So it's just like, I mean, we are kind of underrated.
Don't feel bad about not being good on the mic yet. It's a developed skill, believe me. Because at first when I started, I wasn't keen to being, and I'm still don't really like talking on the mic while I'm DJing. I would rather either talk on the mic or DJ. Like I would rather do one or the other. Like, but I had my moments where, you know, I see the value in being able to talk on the mic. And speak to your crowd. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Collective Minds is one of the biggest house music festivals in Baltimore. It's coming up September the 1st at Baltimore Polytechnic Institute on Cold Spring. It's outside event. It's going to be from 12 to 8. 12 to 8. So you get 8 hours of house music. Like, it's unbelievable. Thousands of people show up for this thing. It is crazy.
And this year, we're having Artist Row. So we're inviting fine artists to hang out. So not only do you get art as in music, you get art as in fine arts too.
All right.
So this would be photography, painting, like what I have on, art and clothing. So this year we're expanding a little more.
Okay.
So, you know, come see the artists, come listen to the DJs, come just have fun. And it's family friendly.
Yes.
Like
good.
From 5 to 105.
Just don't bring no grills.
Right. Do not.
But I hope that either even our videographers out there, photographers, artists, visual artists, graphic artists, whatever you do art-wise, this is going to be the place to be in Baltimore on September the 1st. That's a Sunday, 12 to 8. I guarantee.
And you're off the next day, so you have no excuse. It's
Labor Day weekend.
Amen.
So Tracy, where are you at now with what projects are you working on, or what do you see as your next step? Because you got Macy's.
Yeah.
What is your next step?
Podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like I woke up one day and I was like, oh, I should do this. And I'm not that person. If I have an idea, I gotta go see it through, see what happens.
Yeah.
So when you go out, you hear a lot of people saying Baltimore club music, Case West. It did not start with Case West. When you go out, it's like, oh, dirt bike culture in Baltimore, 12 O'Clock Boys. It didn't start with the 12 O'Clock Boys.
Right.
When you hear about the Newmarks, a lot of people know the Newmarks because of the Milli Vanilli fame. What's the story behind that? So everything that Baltimore has hit and been pivotal with within the country, within the world. I'm actually inviting the originators.
That's great.
To do interviews with them, and that's why I call it Baltimore Basics, because it's the basics of Baltimore.
Right.
Before I started this, I asked people, when you think Baltimore, what do you think of? And a lot of people said music, culture, and just the people. Because, even though they said Baltimore is this crazy place to live in, but I don't care who you're from or who you are, where you're from. If you come to Baltimore, you will feel welcome. So what I'm doing is the Friday before, I should wait until after the Friday of Collective Minds, but the Friday before Collective Minds is going to be my first episode.
Okay.
And my first episode will probably be Biblical Jones. Everybody knows him. I've been blessed. I've been blessed. Him. Yeah. He's going to be my first one, and he's going to talk about the industry. Because a lot of people don't know that he was signed with Motown.
Okay.
And he also almost got signed with Bad Boys.
Okay.
Wow.
So you'll get to know the behind the scenes with that. But he had so much knowledge, and he was saying so many things that were so pivotal that I had to break his interview out into.
Okay.
We also have people talking about K-Swiss as well. The people who made K-Swift. I invited them to the plate too, and also Jason Brooks. If you don't know Jason Brooks, if you ever heard of the Soul Providers, he was one of the Soul Providers, and this was a huge song that hit. He's like one of the first people to go multi-platinum from Baltimore with this song called Rise.
Okay.
Like to the point where he's still getting royalty checks.
Yes.
And this was back in the 90s.
Wow.
And he actually, believe it or not, I'm going to give you a little bit. They did Rise, and this guy over in Amsterdam loved the song so much. He was in a car accident, and he knew he was going to die, so he invited them to come over and DJ his funeral.
Wow.
And sing Rise at his funeral. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because you guys got to tune in.
Wow.
So it's going to be a YouTube series called Baltimore Basics. But besides that, today I'm flying out to California so I can, see how my clothing line is going. The end of this month ends my California run with Macy's. Down, they're going to transition me from California and send me over to San Antonio.
Okay.
And then from San Antonio, they're going to bring me over on the East Coast.
Okay.
So, Lord willing, and I'm going to put it out there because I'm going to put it out in the atmosphere.
Yes, yes.
So this time next year, I'm going to transition from my Straight Ink brand into the Macy's brand. And they will be selling all of my stuff. They do want me to put my artwork in there. So we just have to come to the plate so they can see which artwork works well with Macy's.
Sounds like a plan.
Stuff like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Speaking of podcasts, anybody out there interested in doing their own podcast, Wise Guys Enterprise has a podcast space available. You can find out more information by hitting me up on my Instagram at DJ Niledge. That's DJ NILEDGE. Maybe I can convince Tracy to come over there and do her podcast one day to kind of get it a little bit more buzz. Because, like I said, we don't brag over here. We deal with legendary folks. So we doing great things. We doing great. We great people. So we don't have to brag. This is things that are going on in our everyday life.
That's crazy you talk about podcasts, because I want to start a YouTube channel because I'm into health. So I want to start a YouTube channel teaching especially the Black community about our ancestors, the real truth about food and what we're putting in our bodies.
Yes.
I'm doing a cleanse right now, so hopefully I can just give knowledge, and then people can do whatever they want with it. I just want to give the knowledge. I just feel like we weren't taught everything that we should have in school.
We weren't.
So
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I really.
That's why we relied on the community for information.
Yep. And so I'm a big Dr. Sabi advocate. I don't know if y'all,
I heard of Dr. Sabi.
So teaching his healings and all his just knowledge I just feel like it's definitely needed in the community, especially in Baltimore, especially just in the Black community. We just need to know what's going on.
Absolutely. So that, we'll talk after the show and see what we can work out, because it's there. The information, I think now in the age we're in, content is valuable. Content is important.
Yeah.
The more content, and then the thing about podcasts is so great, you can always go back to it like an encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying? If you put the information out there, somebody can come back like, yo, I've been wanting to do this, and this person just said this, and I just linked so many
crazy
things.
Because I was just thinking, I was like, shoot, if you do a health podcast, I'm in on it.
Yeah, we can definitely. Yes, because I probably need help.
I want you to come over and start off with me, and then I can help you out.
Okay.
Because I got an interview as far as health and stuff is concerned.
Oh, great. I've been doing so much research. Like, I'm gonna, whenever I do like publish anything, like if it's on YouTube or whatever, I'm definitely gonna link like the people that I've followed and just got where I got my knowledge from, because people are like, well, how you know that? How do you figure that out? And I'm just like, well, I don't know, something in me too. I just feel like if my spirit or like my inside, like I just have a good feeling about what somebody's telling me, I just believe it. I'm like, no, I believe it. Like, and until it shows me wrong, then or prove me wrong, I'll go the other way. But
so how long is the cleanse?
So really right now I'm just going as long as I can. This is day 2.
So this is day 2.
Yep.
No food,
just
water and fresh juice.
Water and fresh juice and water, spring water. Yeah, no purified water. Don't drink that stuff.
So this is day number 2.
Yep.
And you intend to go for however long you can go.
Yeah, I mean, my main goal.
What you shooting for?
Like my men, I'm gonna try 5 days.
Okay.
That's just like my men, but I'm really trying. I feel like once you get past the 3 days, you like, all right, it's nothing now. So
now, do you go to what different type of juices do you do? Since between yesterday and today.
Yeah.
What ingredients have you changed in your juicing?
I incorporate kale, apples, pears, ginger, lime, and strawberries. Those are like the main ingredients.
Those are the main ingredients. Okay.
And cucumber, I'm sorry.
And cucumber. All right. Nothing wrong with that. All our juicing folks out there, you know, hey, listen, I have not done a cleanse yet. not just straight juicing water.
Come on now. I know.
Like,
come on, man.
Yeah, that's gangster right there. That's gangster. But so when you eat food, do you eat meat?
No, I'm vegan.
Okay, I figured that.
Yeah.
I figured that. How about you, Tracy?
I'm not gonna lie. I might dip in the sea. I was a pescatarian before, so that's only eating. I did eat a little dairy and of course fruits and vegetables, and then some fish. So I might dip on that because I miss some snow crab legs. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah,
I love snow
you can't
crab
eat
legs.
Seafood and stuff. Gee, what about
I can cheat.
Yeah,
it's not because there's a balance. If your body has that.
Hey, listen, I'm not here to judge you because I eat meat, so I'm not even trying to front.
But see, that's why I just want to let people know like what meat does to your body, just so you can know. But that's what like doctors say we talk about stuff. So I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah,
but,
I got a good friend of mine who lives by Dr. Sabi, and actually another gentleman I know who actually met Dr. Sabi. So
wow,
it's powerful. Like they always speak so highly of his message.
Yeah.
So
and like I said, it's just knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to follow it. You don't have to be a part. Like I just want to let people know how their body works, because we're taught, but not the full ins and outs.
Yeah.
So.
And our bodies are I would say we're different. I mean, the African American or so-called whatever African American, we different. Like the way we digest, the way we our whole metabolism and the way we do things and energy vibe is just different.
It is.
So we've been taught the European way.
Yep. Because if we look back at our ancestors, like back in Africa, because they call us 2 continents, which I don't understand either.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't like all the and then the thing that they talk about too is about we think of like soul food, the fried chicken, the macaroni, all that.
Yeah. That
wasn't truly what our ancestors had. They didn't have anything to cook, so they had to go out and grab something from a tree. Like that's the truth. Like if we go way back, but they kind of molded us into our own thing. We need to get back what we had from.
Yeah, we gradually coming back. I mean, because there's so much information out here. Things are getting exposed. People are getting exposed. Yep. Histories are getting exposed. Everything is getting exposed. So it's the age of information. It's definitely the age of information.
Yeah.
And I applaud everybody out there that's sharing information because the right information. Yeah. First of all.
Yeah, that's
of course
the thing.
They always say, no matter who says it, you gotta go and do your homework and validate it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You have to do your own. And Google don't know everything. Sometimes you got to pick up a book.
Yeah.
That's where I need to go. I need to go to
I'm a fan of like I can't do the what is it, the tablet, the books like when you read
audio book.
Not necessarily the audio books, but the you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like an iBook or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't really do that, like reading it on the tablet. I'd rather buy the physical books.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It does messes up your eyes.
Yeah.
As far as your eyes are concerned, the blue light actually messes up your eyes, and also that gray behind that tablet messes up your eyes.
Yeah.
So that's a way to push people to, it's all about making money.
Yeah.
Same thing with medicine. It's all about making money. They give you medicine so you can take more medicine. Then you turn around and take more medicine. It messes up your body.
Yep.
Exactly.
And especially if you got like high blood pressure and stuff like that, really you should just be taking apple cider vinegar, like a teaspoon or a tablespoon. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Get off the meds. But anyway, everything that they put in front of us, this like, you ever notice like if you fall asleep with the TV on, you wake up in the middle of the night and then you wake up? Because there's something wrong with there's something with the blue light that actually messes with your eyesight and also with your brain, and it'll make you wake up. And that's why you have a lot of people that are so tired all the time because they're falling asleep with the TV on, and that blue light really, interferes with your body actually getting the full rest.
Trying to wind down too. Your brain's still going too.
Exactly. So as it goes, and then that light kind of, it's hovering over you. So, because you ever notice, like back in the day when we had the tube TVs, you felt a lot more rested opposed to the blue light TVs. So
interesting fact.
Yeah, I kind of know that.
Yeah, you gotta read into that. Like, when I read books. I think I'm not gonna say I'm an uber nerd, but I'm kind of a nerd. So I just read books, and I always try to make sure what I read, I tell other people also.
Yeah.
Well, I think the three of us in here might be nerds.
Yeah, and plus I don't like reading. I like the math and science. Reading is I can read, but it's boring. I feel like I'll go to sleep.
It all depends on how you gotta get something that you're interested in.
Yeah, that's what everybody say.
Like you being a man. And also, you guys don't know that you should be eating, like if you're eating a salad, you put dandelion root in it because that actually helps you with prostate health. So you will never have prostate cancer if you eat dandelion. You ever notice dandelion root? You ever notice when a dog feels sick, he eats grass?
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
So put dandelion root.
And it's
very bitter. It's very bitter.
Don't get me wrong.
It's very bitter.
Listening,
or you can get capsules. So I have a bunch of
dandelion root.
I have a bunch of
capsules. What the hell did you just say?
We need to put dandelion root in our salad to help us with prostate cancer.
Because that's taking over like cancer. Man. Cancer is taking over.
So where can I get dandelion root at?
And you can
you can get it from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. So it's probably $100 a bottle.
No. Or you can get capsules. So I have capsules of dandelion root where it's like in the little, like you just take it like a pill.
Yeah.
It's just the herb in it.
Okay. I can get the capsule.
Yeah, so you don't taste it. That's why I take all herbs. I take my herbs in capsule form.
But don't get me wrong, for those people out there, don't think that you're gonna go outside and pull some dandelion roots off the ground and just like.
You good.
So you don't know what type of pesticide somebody sprayed on it.
So my engineer has a question.
Okay, sorry.
How do y'all feel about marijuana?
No, I don't.
Not saying do you do it. I'm saying how do you feel about it? Is it good holistically?
Yes, holistically, yes. I think it is. I don't think smoking it is the best. Maybe oils or like they have creams. They have all types. If you eat it, eat like whatever food.
Eat it. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say in the pure form because nowadays they put so much stuff in marijuana that you know people are just going off. But marijuana in itself is not a bad thing. You know, it's been with us forever.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you can even make clothes out of.
Yeah,
that's hemp. Yeah,
I eat
that's
hemp seeds. Yeah, hemp seeds have good protein
but today's form, like
on the street or something, you trying to go.
Because they put embalming fluid in there.
Oh yeah,
rat poison and stuff like that.
Yeah, we not going to that extreme.
I'm like, oh,
we not going to that extreme. We talking about the love. We talking about the love side. Yes, the dispensaries, the love side of it.
The love side is good.
I actually have a story on that because my grandmother, she had back surgeries and all types of surgeries, so they had her on opiates. Mm-hmm. And she even showed me signs, like she was like falling asleep, eating late. I'm like, go to sleep. You know, it was just really affecting her. So somebody in close friends had this cream and it had THC in it, and she had tried it and it worked. So now she's off opiates. Thank you to THC. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. Like I'd rather her be on THC than opiates any day.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm definitely a fan and advocate of the Mary Jane. Yes, indeed. And the CBD is real popular right now too. You know, you don't necessarily have to go THC and all that. Yeah, anxiety, epilepsy, seizures, and stress, and all that stuff. So it's funny how, like you said, it's been here since the beginning of the time.
Yes,
you know that's what the Indian chiefs were doing when they were smoking them peace pipes.
Too. Alcohol is killing people. But this is natural, and it's a problem.
It is.
Major key alert.
Exactly.
Exactly. Alcohol and also cigarettes. Cigarettes kill.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like, but that marijuana. Stop right there. So that's where we stop.
That documentary, Grass is Greener. Oh my God. Did y'all see that?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
You guys should watch it. It just shows about...
He said Fat Five Freddy.
Oh my gosh, it shows like even our history of like in the black community and just the jazz and music, and it's great. It's like it doesn't talk about just marijuana. It's just it's everything as a culture. Okay. So yeah, definitely check that out. Grass is Greener on Netflix. It's a great documentary.
I have to check that out.
Yeah. So I want to say this too. I want to say thank you to everybody that listens to the DJ Booth Radio Show, because Sunday I had a gentleman approach me at the Day of House, and he told me that the way he found out about it was by listening to us on the radio.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was I had to tell him, like, man, I seriously and truly appreciate that, because we don't really know who's listening, you know, and so when people call in, I don't want y'all to think we take that for granted. We definitely appreciate it, because I was like, wow. And he was like, yeah, man, I heard y'all. I heard you say that, and he came to the event, not just heard him. He came to the event and was like, I heard you talk about it on the radio. Like, so that was really dope. Also, tomorrow, Thursday, we have our Remember Party returning at 1818 North Charles Street from 7 to midnight. Myself, DJ TMS, and our guest DJ Tommy Davis will be in the building. House music. And tomorrow we're actually going to do it free admission from 7 to 9 p.m. Awesome. So, you know, for all of y'all, and because it's also like we want to show the love to the house community, because we got the amazing Collective Minds coming up, and just the rest of this month is going to be phenomenal. I'm trying to tell you. If you don't know, you better get on board, or you better ask somebody, because it's going to be phenomenal. So tomorrow at Montego Bar and Grill from 7 to midnight, we'll be there banging out house music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
DJ there too.
Oh, at Montego?
I do a trap karaoke there.
Really?
Yeah, with 1500 radio.
Okay, all right. I met
Corbin or Phil.
I met Phil from 1500 one time. We were in flight, and he was sitting next to me, we was sitting next to each other at the bar, and then we start talking, and I heard him talking, and I'm like, where you at, man? He was like, So he gave me his info and everything. But that's
Yeah.
dope. Like they doing some really good stuff over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when do y'all do that? When do y'all do
So
the
it's
trap
every
karaoke?
first Wednesday of the month. So we have one coming up. I just posted it, I think, on Instagram. It's the whatever day the first
the first Wednesday.
I think it's the third. So if Labor Day is
It gotta be the 4th.
Oh, the 4th. The 4th. So
I
September 4th.
remember coming up to when we was setting up for our party on Thursday. I remember coming up there and there was a karaoke list on the floor.
Oh yeah. They
I was
write
like,
it down.
somebody was up there doing karaoke, and the bartender told me that it went really well. Like it was packed up there. It was a nice crowd,
and it's fun. Like. Because we do different things. We'll do like 90s to early 2000s. Last time was early 2000s, so that was like one of my favorites. So I was mixing a little bit, and then we had people doing all types of songs. And like, it's good energy. Like, when you get up, you're not feeling like everybody looking at me. Like, everybody, like, because they hear the song. They're like, oh, like, it's a great time. So I definitely encourage people to come out. If you don't have nothing to do Wednesday, it's a great, like, vibe, I guess. If you had a bad day.
You heard it here first. You know, the first Wednesdays, you got DJ Ashmo over at Montego Bar and Grill.
Yep.
Doing trap karaoke. Man, that's gangster.
Yeah, you know, like,
That's
wait,
gangster.
oh.
Get into this little segment real quick. Yeah, it's your boy DJ Niledge. We getting ready to go into this positive word of the day. Tune in. So, as you all always know, I pretty much speak about things that really taking place in my life, or just the vibe that I get from the guests that come on the show. And it kind of hones in on something I had a conversation this morning, and it was about taking that step to free yourself from whatever it is you're doing to go into something that you really want to do. Like, so many times we are our own stumbling blocks and our own inhibitors to our success, because we either are scared to take that leap, we fear something, we got some type of excuse, or we procrastinate on doing it. So, the thing was, man, like, we can't be afraid to take that step. Like, when you decide, like, I do it all the time, just like Tracy said, and like Ashmo said, she woke up and she was like, I want to do this. So now the thing is, what are the steps that you need to do to get it done? And if you have a regular 9-to-5 and you thinking about being an entrepreneur or thinking about doing your own business, but you just thinking like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work, don't let that hinder you. Start small. Don't think you're just going to jump out the porch and it's going to be like, oh, I'm here now, everybody come see me. No, that's not really how it works. Work on your business while you have your job. Put something in, put time into your business just like you put time into your 9-to-5 on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be 8 hours. You could set aside 2 hours or an hour or 30 minutes or however you want to do, but don't be afraid to take that step into an environment that you've never been in.
Yep.
Just like I did the house music, the Day of House, and like I said, this was pretty much my first gig being booked as a house DJ on a stage with other known DJs, and I actually got to close the event. So that in itself could be an added pressure to some people. And of course, I'm like, man, I felt almost like back when I was in football days and we was warming up to get ready to play, and you like, we don't know what the opposition is going to come with, but we just got to be ready. So being ready and prepared, like it turned out to be a great event. It turned out to be, I had a great set, and I had a lot of people complimenting me on the set, and it was like, to me, I felt like, wow, I didn't even really get to get into it yet. You know what I'm saying? But it was good for what it was. I definitely am appreciative. So the thing of the moral of the story is, don't be afraid to venture into uncharted waters, because you never know, it may be something there that you've really been searching for your whole life, and it could change your life.
Yes.
So with that, I'm gonna say peace. I want to get a positive quote from each one of y'all, something that y'all would say for the day. What are you thinking, Tracy?
Oh, I'm kind of on your end. Like, never set boundaries on yourself. Never. Because you never know what's going to happen if you just step out and do that thing. You gotta think about it. I'm a God-fearing woman. I've stated that. God doesn't put boundaries on you, so why do you? You can do any and everything that you ever wanted to do. Only thing you have to do is try.
Yep.
That's it, you know.
Right.
And a try will be the failure all day, every day.
Right.
Yep.
And once you start trying, you'll build your confidence. And then when you build your confidence, you can see that you can conquer it all.
Right.
Yep.
Right. What you think, Ashmo?
I think, because I was actually off of what you said, I think that people should not be afraid to go out their comfort zone. Because it kind of helps you mold into who you need to become anyway. So, yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's funny you said that because so earlier today, one of my clients, friend / client, whatever, shout out to Crystal. She is the leadership, I want to say she's the leadership something at her church or a group that she's in at work or something like that. So they had to go ziplining. And she was like so fearful of it. Like, I don't know. But because she was a leader, she had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to do it. So today, she was telling me she did it. And she was like, it was the best experience.
It's crazy.
And but the funny part was, she was like, she showed me the video. She was like, it took me like 10 minutes to just get off this platform and take the leap, right? So, but she did it, and she was like, it was an amazing experience. And I was like, that was great, you know? And she said exactly what you just said. Like, I got out of my comfort zone. And
that happened to me too. Actually, I went to Mexico and I did the little zip line where you fall into water.
Okay.
And it was like they were like, it's 200 something feet deep, and you couldn't see through it. It was dark.
Boy.
I mean, not dark, but it was like brown.
Yeah.
And I was like, because some of the girls was like, no, we're not gonna do it because they got like their hair done and stuff. They like, I'm not gonna do it. And I was like, I came to Mexico, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I did it, and I conquered one of my little fears because I have a big fear of deep water.
Okay.
Like, I'm scared something's gonna come get me. Like, underneath me, though. So, that's scary.
Yeah.
Comfort zone.
Yeah.
Gotta break it.
That's the same thing. I do not like talking in front of a lot of people.
Oh,
yeah. I know. I need to get better with that.
Talking in front of a lot of people. And then what I had to, you know, I hate to say it. I was so embarrassed about this. So I had to talk in front of a conference. So that's when Bone Crusher was out.
Okay.
So from the time I got in my car to the time I got to it, I had to repeat, I ain't never scared.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, that's a good song, though.
And then when I get in front of everybody, I'm like,
yeah.
focus on somebody that looks like you might actually know.
No. Yeah.
And then I started talking, and like maybe 2-3 minutes afterwards, it just felt like I was talking to a bunch of my friends.
Yeah.
That was a huge fear of
And you know that is actually
like,
one of the hardest things to do.
gosh.
That's one of the biggest fears of everybody. One of the hardest things to do is to public speak in front of people you don't know. Shout out to Toastmasters, because I went to Toastmasters. At Morgan. They had one at Morgan. And I ain't never scared. They have a Toastmasters at Morgan every Monday.
Yes, I need to go.
Yeah, they have one at Morgan. So that actually will help me a little bit in my development as far as public speaking.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, it's a great vibe because they not only are receptive to the fact that you're not a professional, but they help you and give you like criticism on what your speech was.
Okay.
And they do little things like they'll give you a topic and you got like 90 seconds or 2 minutes to talk about what you feel about that or whatever. So it's really actually interesting. So for all of my Toastmasters out there,
I'm going.
It's actually cool. I'm telling you, it's really cool. Like, it's really, really cool. So before we get out of here, I want y'all to drop your Instagram handles and say any upcoming events you may have going on. We'll start with you, Ashmo.
Okay. So you can follow me at on Instagram and Twitter at DJ_Ashmo, ASHMO. And upcoming events, I do have the Trap Karaoke. What was it? September 4th. It's every first Wednesday.
Every first Wednesday.
And I have some more private stuff right now. Oh, and then I have my father has a company, Too Stylish Entertainment. He does comedy and R&B in the movie theater. So I have that coming. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all my posts. But he has that coming in October.
Okay.
So, and we're going to
Awesome.
Philly, and it's a party bus that takes you to Philly and back.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
a bring your
Oh,
own
that's gonna be
bottle,
cool.
it's food
Oh,
on the
man.
bus. Go watch a show, you come back.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have
that's
to. Yeah,
cool.
you're
Yeah, I
gonna
might
have to tell
have
us
to go
about that.
there.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Yeah, I might be on that bus.
yeah, and last time it was a success too. Like everybody was in there lit for the show too, so it was like good. They had a good time.
Right.
So
you ready to laugh?
yeah,
ready to
real ready to laugh.
Ready
Tracy?
to laugh and pass out.
right. Tracy, what you got going on? And drop your Instagram.
Oh wow, I got a lot. My Instagram is Straight Ink. That's STRAYINK because I started in print. Ink. STRAY Ink LLC on Instagram and also on Facebook and on Twitter. Or you can just type in Tracy Stevens, TRACYSTEVENS, and you can find me. I'm the only Tracy Stevens in Baltimore City, actually in Maryland, believe it or not. That's a common name.
Yes.
But anyway, got a lot going on. So when I come back from California on the 31st, I am part of the Billie Holiday Parade.
Okay.
So that's going to be on Pennsylvania Avenue. They're going to have a parade and then it's going to end and spill out in front of the Avenue Market. I will be showing my artwork there. Then after that, of course, Collective Minds. Everybody knows about Collective Minds. This is the 16th year. Show up, have fun, bring food or not. We have vendors there. Then after that, I'm doing Nancy's Snack. That's 131 North Avenue. I'm going to be a part of a display over there as well. And then I think in October, my closing should be in the Macy's within the San Antonio area.
Okay.
And I'm also partnered with Gail Kumar. It's one of the oldest black galleries in the state of Maryland. So I'm partnering with her, and hopefully we can change that into your museum, and then I'll have my stuff there also.
Okay.
So a lot of my stuff is just art based, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no idea how all this is happening. People have just given me opportunities. And also I know I'm gonna put it out there, oh God, I need a couple more artists to show at Collective Minds. So if anybody who's out there in fine arts, meaning photography, sculpture, whatever you want, I think I need like 4 or 5 more artists for Collective Minds. So Facebook, Tracy Stevens or Straight Ink LLC, or Instagram, Straight Ink.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So myself, you can catch me at DJ Niledge. That's DJ NILEDGE on Instagram, or you can catch us at the DJ Booth Radio Show on Instagram. You can also look up the DJ Booth Radio Show on your YouTube. It's also available now on iTunes. It's available now on Google Play. So we got that going. It's been a journey. So we are available on all your platforms right now, other than I think Spotify. That's the only one we're not on yet. So I'm working on that too. But tomorrow we have the Remember Party, 7 to 12 midnight at Montego, 1818 North Charles Street. It will be free admission from 7 to 9. So please get there early. We may have some drink specials and all that too. It's definitely going to be a dope vibe. We've been getting a lot of great walk-ins off the street. They hear the music and they like, what is going on in there? So believe me when I tell you, it's a judgment-free zone. You might not catch a bunch of people standing around taking selfies, but you will catch somebody doing some nice footwork on the dance floor.
I think that's better.
That is better. That is better. So I want to say definitely thank you to our guest, Tracy Stevens. She's a mogul in training. I'm telling you, she's going to be great for all the young artists and people trying to get into clothing. Definitely look her up. She can give you some good advice.
Yeah.
We got DJ Ashmo. I have the mic there, but okay. Mic check. There it is. All right, we good. Shout out to DJ Ashmo. She came and definitely gave a great story, great vibe. She's into health, and you may be hearing her pretty soon on her own podcast. So
Yes.
look forward to that. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. DJ Booth Radio Show shining out. Peace.
Why switch to Fios?